Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So, if you've watched my show for a while now, you probably noticed that one of my favorite movies is Back to the Future. I've talked about different things. You know, my first video, this whole Brian's Man Cave series has been, started off showing my DeLorean collection and, some of my Back to the Future stuff. And so one of the things that I've had for now a little while is this time machine Funko Pop thingy. I don't really know a lot about these pop figures, but you see them everywhere, and they have almost everything in them. And most of the time I ignore them. It's like they all look the same to me when I walk through the aisle. They've just got tons of them. And but this one I got as a gift, and it's really interesting the way they did this. Like, they kind of have like this Marty Mcfly sitting in there, and I don't know, it looks kind of cool. It looks like you could really see the detail on the DeLorean. And so I've had this kind of sealed. I've never opened it. And I thought, now's a good time to actually take this thing out and take a look at it. You can see on the back there, it's got like Pop Rides and the time machine. And they got Doc. I don't think Doc is in here. That's probably like an extra figure you have to buy. Probably the Marty McFly figure is an extra figure as well. They probably like came in separate units, but it's pretty cool. Collect the entire line of Funko Back to the Future Pop movies, super styled vinyl figures. Yeah, there you go, super styled vinyl figures. Like I said, I don't really know much about these Funko Pops. I think this is the only one I have of any of them. I think we bought our daughter one for like not My Little Pony, Little Mermaid, I think it was. And that was just at one of those shows we went to. So let's open this up. I don't intend on ever selling this, so I don't need to keep it in its box in original condition and all that stuff and collectability stuff. I don't know. I got a ton of those DeLoreans still sitting in my man cave that I've never opened. So let's just see what's going on in there. It's packaged pretty good. I mean, the good thing about this is that it's pretty much just all windowed anyway, so you can really see through how it looks like. But I just wanted to take it out and do like a full-on 360. And it's just in plastic, lots of plastic. See if it's screwed in or anything like that. No, it's not. Okay, that was actually pretty easy. I was expecting to see all these little ties and everything kind of holding it in there. And in fact, it's, almost looks like you could just put it back in the box. You wouldn't even know you opened it. There's only a little piece of Scotch tape. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know that he came out. I thought he was actually part of the time machine. I thought it was like, attached and he didn't move. But it's actually the Marty McFly figure. Let's take a look at that. I guess all the Funko Pops have the big black beady eyes. He's got a nose. He doesn't have a mouth. Maybe that's normal. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really collect these things. You can see his hair there. But yeah, I mean that's Marty. I mean he's got the vest on, he's got the jeans, he's got the shoes, the Nike, or like in the Wild West when the guy calls him Nikkei. Was that some kind of Indian writing? That was what he said in the movie, anyways. Obviously, they're not going to know what Nike is. So let's see. Oh, we got okay. So there is a hole in his foot. So and I can see there's a little. You won't be able to see that. But there's a little bit of a, thing you could stick it in there, so I guess that holds them into place. So let's check the detail here. It's interesting. You got like a hole in the bottom. I guess that's normal. It's hollow, that's for sure. It's not a solid piece. You got the DMC there. They did that right. This is obviously based on the first Back to the Future, before they got Mr. Fusion on the back. You can see there, that's where you put the plutonium. So at the end of the first one, he's got the Mr. Fusion on the back. I actually have, I think I do. I have the one up there, the actual model car that has it. So this is based on the very first one. And at the end of the first one, for him to get back home, he had to stick a rod in there, and it hits the cord at the time when the lightning hits, and that's what sends the 1.21 gigawatts into the flux capacitor. But the time machine, I mean the DeLorean I should say itself, it's really well detailed. I mean, there's a little bit of, it looks a little, almost like it's, I don't know how to describe that. I guess it's supposed to look like this, but, it kind of looks like it would be like, when you do icing on a cake and it's never a perfect line. So it looks like the plastic is just kind of like, ugh. The other thing is the wheels are solid. They're part of the design. Like, it's one solid piece, or probably a couple pieces glued together. And it's light. It's really light. It kind of reminds me of like those children's coin banks they had in the 80s, or they probably still make them now, where they were just hollowed out and you just put, coins in them. Kind of reminds me of that. Let's see, what does it say? Funko 2014, made in China. Back to the Future is a trademark and copyright of Universal Studios. Yeah, this is definitely something I probably would expect to see at Universal Studios. I remember when Universal Studios, when we went, the Back to the Future ride came out, and I enjoyed the heck out of that. And they had a ton of Back to the Future toys. I was so excited to see all that stuff. There's the out-of-time license plate. That's the other thing that tells you that this is from the first movie, is that the license plate is only on the car in the very, very beginning. When Doc Brown comes out of the truck in the car, and then he does the very first test with the time machine. He's got Einstein, the dog, in there. And after the car goes right into the future, the thing you see is the license plate spinning around on the ground. At the end of the movie, he's got like some kind of futuristic license plate. And by futuristic, I mean 2015, which is already long past. Yeah. But this is actually pretty decent. Let's see. See how well he stays in there. It's kind of like the G.I. Joe figures and stuff, and they had a little hole in the foot, and you could put it on a stand, and then if you wanted to display your G.I. Joes. Not bad. Not good. So, I'll just pick that up. Let's try that again. Yeah, I don't think it's meant to really keep them in there firm. Nope. Nope. I guess if you're just going to have it on display, it's going to work fine. There you go. I mean, oh, and that's the other thing. I mean, because they had to do that, there's no roof, and the gull-wing doors aren't going to work because this is one solid piece. But pretty cool anyways to keep in the collection. I don't know if I should keep it out like this, or if I should put it back in the box and put it on the shelf the way I had it. I might do that just for dust reasons and stuff, It's easier to dust the box than it would be to dust something like this. Anyways, yeah, this was kind of fun. I'm going to definitely put this somewhere to keep it on display. Probably with the other DeLoreans I got over there. Anyways, let me know what you think. Do you collect these Funko Pop, Funko ride things? I've seen a few that I almost got tempted on buying, like some of the Ghostbusters ones. And, there's a few that were like tugging on the nostalgia strings, Pac-Man style and things like that. There's just so many of them. And when you go into the game stores, the video game stores, they got a whole wall of these things. And I see them come on sale often. So maybe I'll pick up one or two more that are actually something I'm interested in. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Hope you subscribe to my channel. Talk to you later.